Well, I think I'm gonna get this day started with a shower. My name is Rick, and I have a sailboat on the San Francisco Bay. Join me as I refit sailing vessel Frog's Leap with an eye towards taking her to warmer places. I get to spend only a few days each month on the boat. That's why I call the channel Marina Queen. So, what I want to do
Please hang up and try again.
is get to work on fixing the leak on the raw water pump. We need to shut off the seacock. I'll show you where that is. In here is where the seacock that feeds the sea strainer is. Okay, so now that seacock is closed. Yeah, now it's just a matter of loosening the bracket and removing the pump. There it is, right? Lesson learned there. That belt just slides right out of there. Okay, so it kind of gets out of the way there. It's another really long one. There we go. Let's take a look at this baby. Well, here's the pump. And so this is not the first time that I've taken this pump apart. When I was in the yards with my brother, we took it apart together. And interesting. It turns pretty smooth. You can feel each push of the water. Yeah. So, but what it is probably is it's probably not a leak around here, around the hose pipe. It's probably this gasket. I feel like, just because it's a paper gasket. And these screws are hard to get enough torque on. So anyway, I'm going to pop this off and just take a look at it again. This channel's awesome. You know it, I know it, the American people know it. So give it a subscribe. Yes! And it really does make it look better. Give it a better kind of profile for the belt. I mean, it seems legit to me, but you know, I don't know if you can see, but there's some creases in the rubber, but nothing that looks like an impending break, and everything, it doesn't feel like brittle or anything. I think that sounds okay. I have no idea. I think that's on there pretty good now. I'm going to run the engine, take a look and make sure I got the leak stop on the raw water pump. Then I'll still see the coolant leak, but I just want to make sure that I solve one of those problems. And you can see I still have the leak, and it's coming from the weep hole. And you can clearly see in this shot that the coolant leak is coming from the temperature sender and pooling just below it. So I just finished running the engine, and two things I found out. One is, well, the raw water pump, even though I just rebuilt it, it's still leaking. And this time I took better advantage of the technology that was in my hands, and I filmed it more closely, and this time I could see that it's coming from that weep hole. I need to look into it, but I'm pretty sure that's an indication that it's failing. I think that's what those weep holes are always about. My suspicion is I just need to get a new pump. If you're coming to a different conclusion, let me know in the comments. Also, I don't think I ripped that gasket for the thermostat. The leak is coming from where the temperature sender goes in, so I think I need a new temperature sender as well. So we're going to try again on both of those things in May. So before I go, I also want to test the circuit that the temperature sender would use to send its overheat alarm. The first thing I need to do is disconnect the wire from the temperature sender. Now, if I touch the end of the wire on some metal on the block, the alarm should sound. Well, I got two bits of bad news this trip and one little piece of good news. On the negative front, it looks like I have to get a new raw water pump. That's a big ticket item, so that kind of sucks. And also, it looks like I cross-threaded that temperature sender when I installed it. On the positive side, the wire that runs from the temperature sender through the wiring harness, that fired. It fired audibly, and it fired the visual indicator, the light. So what that means is that I don't have to rewire the engine. It's something I want to do. I'm sure there's corrosion in those wires, but it's not something I have to do right away. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and I'll see you next Sunday. New new episode every Sunday. I'm not